The Stone Roadie Show, podcast 229, Wake and Bake the Morning Buzz, episode 106. Action. Alrighty then, looky here, fellow Earthlings. My name's Craig Reed, aka the Stone Roadie. And if you're familiar watching the show, you'll notice my co-pilot, the rocket scientist, Griff Martin, had to take another leave of absence due to the storm down there in Florida that the corrupt government has manipulated the weather down there and put another killer hurricane right through where he's living. So he had to take some time off to batten down the hatches down there in Florida. So he called me last night, said he wasn't going to be able to do the Stone Roadie show. He had to was going to be too busy trying to get him and his sister ready for this hurricane. So I said, okay, cool. So I was been watching the news and, podcasts and stuff all day, and then talking about the rescuers down there having such a hard time with FEMA down there, won't let anybody in with any help. And I guess they went down in up in them mountains and told those hillbillies that they couldn't be helping anybody down there. And I guess that one foreman up there went up and started running his mouth. They beat the shit out of the guy, sent him back home packing. Them hillbillies, man, you don't want to mess with them Appalachians up there, but I guess they'll learn. But yeah, they're up there trying to steal those people's land. So I understand, to get that stuff they make battery out of, and then people doesn't want to sell them their land. So this corrupt government manipulated the weather and just kind of stalled it right there, a hurricane right there, and just kind of devastated and killed about, I don't know how many people. They've counted a couple hundred, 300 or so far, people they've killed. But from what I understand, there's a lot more people up there that died. So yeah, that's another, half a thousand at least people that this corrupt government has killed here lately. Along with the ones they did up there in New York City, when they took down those buildings. And man, somebody needs to be accountable for this. Whoever was up there and seeding those clouds, and the planes and all the people involved in this cloud seeding, they need to be something done with them publicly to show that we're not going to put up with this stuff anymore. But I don't know. There's only a few of us that think that way. The other rest of the population, hell, they don't even know what damn sex they are anymore. I don't know if it has. I heard there's something to do with the food, what they're putting in the food. There's a lot of parasites in your food, and I guess they're eating people's brains. It's what it seems to me like. People that I know, that I thought I used to know, they've gone crazy, and I think the parasites are eating their brains. I've been hearing about these parasites for quite a bit. Apparently, that when they're seeding these clouds, they're putting parasites in the rain water, and the stuff they're putting in the rainwater. And when it rains, it's raining these parasites down in the rain, and these people that are trying to collect rainwater for emergencies, it's got parasites in it. So, and all your food and everything. And well, I don't know. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know they've taken all the fiber out of your food and replaced it with sugar. You people that are fat, you haven't realized that, I guess. I don't know. You guys think you're awful smart, but you look pretty damn stupid to me. You can't figure out how to eat, man. A lot of you don't even know what sex you are, like I said before. And you people are the ones that they're gonna persuade your persuasion over to that hoe Pamela, and tampon Tim. You people are sick, man. All this stuff's going on, and you can't figure out where it's coming from. Hell, it's the same people that that killed JFK, and it's the same people that did that stuff up in New York City with them buildings, and it's the same people that are responsible for all this stuff that goes on. It's but God, and that's what's happening now. They're trying to they're up there trying to steal those people's land, and they're really it seems they're hitting where they're putting these hurricanes through. They're putting them right through where all the conservatives live, so they can't get out there and participate in their favorite, the one they want to put in charge. They're gonna. Well, they're trying to do it again. They're trying to steal this one, but I don't know. I probably said too much already. I'm probably gonna lose my monetization on this one. They're, them algorithms. They don't let you talk about this stuff because all the media is corrupt as well. So yeah, we all got to wake up, man. We all got to put that 100th monkey effect into service, and some of you people got to wake up, or we're all doomed, So, yeah, I heard that that some guy was saying that that motel down there in the Holiday Inn Express in Morristown, Tennessee, they're charging these people that are going down there around that FEMA, that are trying to tell everybody to get the hell out or they'll be arrested. And the people that went, all these hillbillies that went down there to help these other hillbillies out, they're trying to get into hotels to sleep, because they've been out trying to help these people all night, all day. And this damn hotel, Holiday Inn down there is charging them $300 plus a night. And it's advertised that the rooms down there are $139, and they've over doubled the rooms. They've over doubled the price of the rooms. These people are down there trying to help these people, and this Holiday Inn, doubled the price of the rooms for these people. They ought to give them a discount, man. Man, the mental illness is just out of control in this country. I mean, God, I don't know how else to. I got brain damage, so I don't know how else to explain it. That what little common sense I've got just tells me that mental illness is just rampant in this country. But anyways, so what else do I got written down here? Oh, well, I do have some. Let me see here. Got a couple donations we can talk about. I usually announce these right from the get-go. Show my appreciation to the donators. Jack West, he gave $40, and he wants 20 of it to go to Gene Odom, and he specifically said that he'd like to give 20 to Gene Odom so he can go get him a myrrh and a moon pie. And then he wanted me to keep $20 for postage, so I'd send out these things I'm supposed to send out to everybody. Everybody's trying to drop me a bunch of hints that I'm really behind on this, but I'm getting it together. I know I am. But and then Steve Pitt, he sent in another $100, and yeah, he sent in 300 before, and that goes into the general donation fund for everybody. And yeah, we just Griff told me today that Gene Odom's got some other issues where he's having to spend a lot of money. So he asked me how much I had left over for Gene. We just sent him $1,000, and he said Gene can really use the money. So I'm gonna get that together, and I'm gonna send out. I said I was going to send this a long time ago. Paul Welsh and Leslie. A lot of you might just know that I just deposited your checks here lately. Like I said, my bank account got compromised, so I just held on to all those checks, and I just recently been just putting money into that account, and just put those checks in there. I got most of them in there, so yeah, I just deposited as most of you guys as the checks, but I'm gonna send out Gene and Leslie and Paul Welsh. I'm gonna be sending you out. Paul and Wesley, I'll be sending you out 1,000. And Gene, I think I can send you 1,000. I'm not sure. I gotta check and see how much you got in there so far. If not, I'll just probably just send you 1,000 and just make up for it later since you kind of need the money. That sounds like a good idea to me. But yeah, what else I got written down here? Oh, yes. Somebody on I was on FakeBook, and I was looking at some of the posts, and I saw a couple of pictures that I took. One of them was Alan and Joe Crimp and Steve, and I think it was Raymond, one of the roadies, standing outside the rehearsal place down on Riverside, and then Alan with his Jeep down there, the black Jeep out on Riverside, and and this guy that keeps stealing everything that I put out, I posted a thing. I said, yeah, I took those pictures, and I also developed the film in my darkroom bathroom at Cedar Cove Apartments. And then I got on there today, and I guess somebody was sharing that picture, and he said, I wish you people would quit sharing my posts. Those are my posts, and if you're going to share them, say where they came from. And somebody commented, well, those pictures, those Craig Reed took those pictures. I don't know what you're complaining about. Those aren't yours. So, yeah, everything that guy does, he he makes a bunch of documentaries and uses my film, and he tries to act like they're his. And Chad called me. I had a couple of did I say this other name? I don't think I did. I had a couple of guests. Uh, Donald Johnson. Uh, he gave me actually left me with $100. I'm supposed to sit. He was one of the winners of the contest, and he gave me $100 to help send this stuff out. I don't know. He said it was for me because I do such a good job on the Stone Roadie show, but I think it was to help me get along with these sending these donations or these prizes out, because I owed him one. But he actually bought. I meant to show it. I didn't think about it. He bought that blue Lynyrd Skynyrd coat that I sold it to somebody, and then somebody sold it to an auction house, and the auction house put a whole uh, full page display up on it. He said that was the only full page display they put up was on my tour jacket. So he bought my blue tour jacket from an auction house, and he wanted me to sign it. So I signed it, and I signed a few other things that he had. We had a real good, nice visit. Him and his wife Laura, and yeah, he's donated another $50 when he was here too, and then he donated another 50 before that. So yeah, so thank you, Donald. That was a nice visit we had a couple days ago. Nice seeing that blue jacket again. And what else we got going here? Uh, uh, just bear with me here a minute. I don't guess I got nothing else wrote down here. except for, well, I had something written down. I don't know why, but yeah, another way the government fleeces us, that here in Ohio, that with the Ohio taxes, we had a thing going here for when they was trying to get that lottery passed. Yeah, if we pass that lottery, that they'll eliminate our property tax, so that got passed, so we would get our property tax eliminated, and that didn't happen. And since since it's passed, it's doubled. The property tax has doubled since that. So, and then the Ohio Turnpike, when they put that in, they said that they were going to make it a toll road for 50 years, and after that it would be free. So, but that 50 years was up a couple weeks ago or whatever. But yeah, they're still charging a toll on it. So. Yeah, stuff they tell you just it's just all a lie, just it's oh, I don't know why you put up with all this stuff from this government. Is pretty crazy to me, but anyways. All right, I guess that's enough of my jibber jabber, and I posted a post on FakeBook, and said that I was going to do a solo show, and I needed to know if anybody wanted to know anything, and so I got a few questions, so I just thought I would roll over those here real quick. And Craig Dye, he said, I got a question. Did Marshall Tucker Band have anyone to take care of the wind and other small instruments they had? Well, when I started with the band, uh, I think I did it for a while, but all I did was put take the sax out of the case and put the piece on it. I didn't put the reed in or nothing. I just kind of stuck it together, and the flute. That's all they had. I just put that together. I never even blew on it and tried to play a dang flute. But yeah, I used to put those together, and then we hired somebody named Dan Palone or Patone or something like that, and then he took that over, and then I think he started setting up the drums. I think too. God, it's funny. I can't remember none of this stuff, but yeah, and just left me with the guitars. I think maybe I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one. But Danny Barron, our guy that does our intro and music and stuff, and you notice we didn't have no intro music today. When I went to get into my editing, I had an update, and when I updated it, for some reason I lost all my intro stuff. I don't know what I did wrong, so we just didn't have no intro today. So we're just kind of winging it. When you're fighting a revolution and fighting the government, and they just want everything to come to a halt. You got to do what you got to do to keep the train a rolling. So that's what, and I'm being a loyal patriot and keeping the Stone Roadie show alive while we're fighting with this corrupt government. So anyway, oh, what do we got here? Danny Barron. Yeah, Danny Barron. That's who does our. Let me move myself up there. I'm not gonna fade myself out this time, and I'm not gonna bore you with me dropping out of the picture today. We'll just move along with this thing. Uh, were you around when the Honkettes were created their parts for the songs? Um, what was their process? Well, Danny, I'm not a musician, okay, and I don't remember if I was actually around or not. But you know, what I know about music is, there's a lead vocal, and then when it comes, whiskey bottles, brand new car, oak tree, you're in my way. There's too much coke and too much smoke. Lord, what's going on inside me? Ooh, that smell. That's kind of like a chorus, I think, and that's kind of just a natural place where the girls come in, you know. And it's kind of like that with all their songs, you know, that the girls sing on. There's a lead vocal part, and then I think it comes into a chorus. I think that's what they call that, where the girls come in with the backup stuff. So. I don't know. That's all I know about it. I'm not a musician, you know. I was just a stoned roadie, you know. So, you know, so that's my answer to that one. Craig, same question from Danny Barron. Craig, you once said that Alan didn't have any facial hair or beard. I see with the Ross and Collins pictures when Alan had a beard. Was that when Kathy died? Yeah, yeah, it was after Kathy died, but yeah, I actually, I've come to think about it, I might have said Alan never had a beard, but he didn't have a beard that long. I just kind of forgot about it, you know. Yeah, if you know me, the Stone Roadie, I kind of forget a lot of things, you know. Just it happens, you know. I got brain damage, you know, so that's what's going to happen to people with brain damage, but. You know, I've known about these parasites, you know, so I've been doing garlic and black walnuts and other stuff like that to it kills these parasites. So I don't know how much of my brain's been eaten out by these parasites, but I don't know. Obviously not as much as some of y'all, 'cause some of y'all are just nuts, man. I don't know. I imagine I imagine there's a few people out there that watch this show's got some parasites eating you up. You know, they say that the people that have all these diseases or have to do with your mental ability. I don't remember them all, but but yeah, they say when they investigate it, yeah, that they got holes in their brains from these parasites eating holes in their brains. So yeah, some of y'all better might want to check into parasites because they're putting these things into all kind of stuff. They're trying to make you not live anymore, but y'all do geniuses just do what you think you need to do and just keep eating that crap. You know that the people have been saying they throw those McDonald's French fries out in the parking lot, not the birds or the rodents or nothing will eat them, and they throw them out there, and they go by the next day and the French fries are still out there, but the only thing that's on them is ants that tried to eat them, and the French fry killed the ants. So y'all fat fucks just keep eating that shit, you know, y'all you geniuses. But anyways, what else we got? How many shows, Danny Barron again, how many shows did the band do in England when they played Nedworth? Do you still have the itinerary? I do have the itinerary, Danny, but I didn't look in it and see. But from what I remember, we just went over there and did that show. We might have did a couple more. I don't really remember. I'll look at it and I'll let you know on another show. I was kind of discombobulated doing this one. This is only the second show I've tried to do solo, so y'all know I'm not very good at it, but all I can do is try. I mean, give it the old whatever. Don Eric Evans, do you still have anything Peavy that was associated with the band? Even if it's a switch parts logo, if you did, will you sell it to me? Well, Don, I don't sell anything personally to anybody because I don't like to set prices on stuff. I don't. If I had a foot pedal, I wouldn't say know how much to ask for, you know. So I'm stuff like that. I hate to use eBay, but it's just the fairest way to do it for me because I don't want to set prices. So I use eBay, and anything that I let loose of, I only do it through eBay because I don't, you know, like I said, I don't set prices on anything. I put things up for 99 cents. Everything I've ever sold started at 99 cents. And then whatever anybody wanted to pay for it, that's what they paid for it. But yeah, I start everything at 99 cents, and that's just my operating procedure, and it has been since I started eBay. I start everything at 99 cents, and then you just bid on it whatever you want, feel like it's worth, and that's what happens. Alrighty then. Carol Locke, did Gary or Steve play an acoustic in any of the recordings or on stage anywhere? Well, I think it was just last week or so I posted a picture of Gary playing a mandolin and Alan playing an acoustic guitar. And yeah, I can't remember exactly, but that was for that was for the song Made in the Shade. I remember how Gary played mandolin on Made in the Shade. And that's the song Alan played the acoustic guitar on, and that's really the only one that comes to mind. Sorry, but what brand? John Nettingham. What brand of boat was Bad Company? Gosh, you know what? I don't remember. uh, Yeah, I used to know, but I just and I don't want to say it. You know, I used to sell boats, so I'm quite familiar with boats. But I just can't remember what kind of boat that was. Um, you know, I'm sorry, I just don't remember. And Mary Regan, did Alan have any tattoos? I haven't seen a picture of him. If he did, I know you don't have any. And I noticed my friend Steve Reynolds, he answered that question. He said no on FakeBook. He said no, Alan didn't have any tattoos. But I think, Mary, I think we've addressed that question before. I said no, that no, Alan didn't have any tattoos. Alan and Alan and Steve and Artimus and Ed and Bob, and Billy didn't have any tattoos. But Leon and Ronnie and Gary, they were the only ones that did, I guess. You know, of course, Ricky and Johnny have tattoos, but that's it for the end of, for all the questions I had written down, and you know, I realize this is a short podcast, but you know, people say we've had a couple, two or three good ones right here in a row, and I'm gonna try to get a hold of some people and keep that flow going. But yeah, I just didn't want to take a break, you know, because people. I hope this at least makes you happy for a Monday morning. Just get out here and give it a try. Anyways, like an old patriot. At least I'm gonna, you know, do what I can for my country and my watchers here. And we probably won't get monetized for this one because I probably said uh, stuff's too explicit to get any monetary value out of this. But you know, gosh, For anybody that never watched this the Stone Roadie show, that's not the right backdrop here. There you go. That's what I was trying to put up. And you never watched me before. You might want to know if you don't know who I am. Well, I was, one of the main roadies for Lynyrd Skynyrd for all those years, and oh yeah, there was another thing that was funny. I think I started to mention it while Don and Laura Johnson was here with their donation. I'll show them again. And my son Chad called me, and he was telling me about this new. He said, "Dad, there's a new documentary out, and they're using your films." I said, "I sent you a copy of it, and I watched it. It was the, it was funny. It was so full of bullshit. It was funny. It was something about Ronnie being the rowdiest lead singer ever in rock and roll history and the meanest or whatever, and it was hilarious. It was just such it's full of such bullshit, man. I mean, and the guy was from England, and he was using pictures that had nothing to do with what he was talking about, showing it was just totally ridiculous. I just laughed the whole way through it, but it was funny. I was commenting. I goes, God, stuff like this is gonna make me even more famous. I said, Jiminy Christmas, somebody that watches this gone, man, that guy Craig Reed, he actually worked for these crazy son of a bitches. Oh my God, he must be crazy too. Well, they're right about that. Yeah, yeah. You can ask many of my past five wives. They'll tell you I'm slap freaking nuts. That's why they left me. I'm just a selfish son of a bitch, Anybody knows that. I just say what's on my mind. I mean, anybody can. I'm sure you all can testify to that. So yeah. But yeah, that's the way it should be. If you got something to say, just say it. If it hurts somebody's feelings, that's because they're guilty of whatever you're saying. So that's my philosophy. So with that, I think we're just gonna call this a wrap. And yeah, that's my edition of the solo Stone Roadie show. And there will be no out music on this, like there was no in music. So see you later, alligator, at the wild crocodile. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep token until then. Cut. Oh, where's that thing? There